a pine cone. It's like a pine cone graveyard. Pine cone over here. Almost like there's a whole forest of pine trees. We're just exploring the coastline a bit of this lake. You guys love Loon Lake so far?
Yeah.
Can't wait to go exploring over here.
Why is it so big on 4 of us?
Yeah, but it's not for 4 people. I've been really enjoying paddleboarding. First time trying out really paddleboarding, and it's been a hit. The kids love it, and just spent the whole day on Loon Lake enjoying the water, the beautiful scenery. I just love the scenery here. It's so beautiful. All the gorgeous boulders. Love how clear the water is here. It's so clean. You can really see the bottom. And we're back. So we're about to go to Greenacres, and I'm hoping to get some more zinnia and some lavender.
California fishes runs them up
everywhere.
Kitty's just sleeping.
With the Babinas,
So
milkweed. Well,
really good. Look, Larry, you want to come this way?
He looks hungry, hot, and tired.
Yeah, it looks like it. But you can imagine, like I said, if the wind blows, how they'll move. A sea of echinacea. They really are so beautiful. I'm so sad they don't have purple anymore.
The middle of them is so big.
Yeah, they get super cute and like little round shapes. So pretty. I have white so far, yellow and pink. One day I'll get a purple. They just don't carry them anymore. So beautiful.
It's like a great massage thing.
Does it? Massage.
Like a monkey's tail.
It is. I love how cool they look.
Like a monkey's tail. It's literally $9.95. My God, they love it.
It's probably easy for them to eat from. So the bumblebees will come and enjoy the flower. We'll go there. Yeah, I do love that. That inspired me. I love the, look at that. Lots of flowers. I love how they hang over.
1, 2, 3, 4.
This one is just bushy. It's literally like a hanging bush. I love it. They did a nice job showing you how it can grow, which is so cool. All the hanging ones. I love that. So nice. So I thought today it's a powwow white, but I really wanted a white echinacea, so I did grab that. I did grab some more zinnias, silver-leafed lavender, a Spanish lavender, with pink tips. And I have a corner where I have purple, white, and pink colors. But I thought the white Mexican sage with this Spanish silver-leafed pink lavender will go together really nicely. because they're both white and pink. Some of these have casualties on the leaves, and that's fine. I'll just remove the flowers. But how pretty. I'll go ahead and see. Maybe I'll show you in a bite. It's not as easy. But the leaves on these are just absolutely silver, so they look white. And then the flowers are very pink. Figured I'd show you in the light because it's a little bit dark in my shade. The double raspberry. And I grabbed, so this is the Magellan mix. So I have white, baby pinks, soft pinks, sort of a raspberry pink. Wanted to break up the colors. I like the soft, almost peachy pink. So these will grow together in one area. I did grab this white echinacea. It has so many buds on the way, just needs to be put in the ground, which means I have to get on this very soon. So I am thinking of adding this right here with these two. Zinnias have caught my eye, and I think that they've been so beautiful and will add such a nice touch, being that they are cut and come again flowers. They'll grow most of the summer, and then I can go ahead and put them indoors. I love making little bouquets in different rooms. Before we get started, I did want to show you the new swing I got my kids. I found this on Facebook Marketplace. They would always fight over the one swing we had, so I decided to get them something they both can sit on or push each other easily and climb on easily, and I actually like it for myself. I tried it, it's not too bad. I've been really enjoying it. I like that it blends in with the bark a bit. Also, my pumpkin is absolutely happy, and it's starting to make a pumpkin. My evening sun flower is the first one. One actually broke on me and fell when it got windy, so I tied it up to the fence. Broke my heart a little bit, but I do have more in the way, and I have some indoors that I have to plant as well. So I don't have 34 flowers to plant. I have more. I think I have about 13 sunflowers on the way like this that I'm going to plant around the garden. And then I also have some sugar pumpkins I'm going to be adding in here because they're also going to be vining up. So I'm going to start with removing the bachelor buttons. Okay. Glad I brought this basket because it's coming in handy. So I went ahead and laid out the colors the way I wanted, and I'm going to remove the orange one because I'm putting it somewhere else. But so far, yes, I laid them out the way I want the colors, and I'm about to start putting them in the ground. My zinnia corner is done. All my zinnias are in now. All I need to do is water them. I had to pull these, harvest, not a lot, but I have a lot more in there. I noticed I'll harvest more tomorrow, but these I had to pull today. I feel like if I let them go just one more day, they'll get big enough to where they'll tell the plant to stop producing. So I harvested those. I also removed one of my rainbow charts, and look at this runaway. I think that is all for today. I have so much dirt on me, I could feel it. It's like dust, particles from dirt. But today I got plenty of plants in the ground. I did more than 34. The ones I bought were 34. And then I put, I think about 12, 13 sunflowers in the ground, and 2 pumpkins made it, sugar pumpkins. One in the bed, one there. And I will show you, give you a little tour of what I did today. I figured I'd start here. I added 3 types of trailing plants in here. Actually really loving the different colors. Hopefully it will take. I'll definitely upkeep the watering, make sure I'm watering at least twice a day. I don't show this too much, but my succulents are pretty happy, and I'll do an update on them later. The echinacea went in. I added some ground covers. The lavender went in, and I'm really excited for this little corner. It looks finally filled in, and you know, I actually am surprised the diascia is growing well, and I think because it actually gets part shade here, which helps it, because it actually would have been gone from what I was reading. They don't like the heat and they die back in May, and it is now July, so I'm pretty proud that it's still here and enjoying its spot. Now this spot here, I actually moved forward the Dialietta a little bit, and I added that ground cover, and this one here, oh hello Bumblebee. Everything else is growing pretty well. I need to stake this sunflower up because it is flopping over. This is my randoms. I have Cosmos, I have Chard, I have the new ground cover here. So I added the ground cover here. Then I'm really loving the zinnias. I'm loving how they're looking in here, the colors, the pink and whites. I love this corner here, and hopefully it will fill in nicely soon. And I love that it's getting sprinkles of sun because they do need a lot of sun. And I'm hoping that it won't be too shady here for them. They love sun. In this corner, I actually want to tie these up a little bit. They keep falling, my dino kale. They're getting tall. And I managed to move this a little bit so that I can actually get back there. It was hard to film in here, I'll say that, but I am loving the white echinacea in between all the green. It gives it a nice pop of color. It's quite a tall bush, which I knew it was going to get bigger, and I should have considered not putting that there. We'll see. If it fills out too much, I'll just move it more next to the echinacea. I think that might be a better idea. I might actually do that, and we'll see. I might even cut some of these stems off and propagate them behind. I'm thinking of doing that, I think, next time. This corner, actually, and a little update on it, I have added the Cosmos in here that I grew from seed. They're growing nicely. This is what I'm saving for seed for next year. And then I have my sunflower. That's an evening sun as well, so that should get nice and tall. I did plant one sugar pumpkin in here. It's right over here. So I grew that from seed. My veggie bed has been doing really good. This is the first tomato starting to really get some color on it. There's more there. There's a third one in here, and then that's the third one. I do have a lot of little cherry tomatoes everywhere. This is a larger cherry tomato variety. And then I have these cute little pear-shaped cherry tomatoes. I think that's a yellow variety if I'm not mistaken. My basil is doing exactly what I want it to do, which is grow. And I just have random tomatoes in between. I will be removing some of these leaves to give them more airflow. If you made it this far, please like the video and subscribe for more.